Have you ever heard of the Lufthansa Airlines Flight 181 hijacking of 1977? You see, Lufthansa Airlines Flight 181, also known as the Landshut, was a scheduled flight from Palma de Mallorca, Spain, to Frankfurt, Germany, on October 13, 1977. The flight was operated by a Boeing 737 with 86 passengers and crew members on board. The hijackers, a group of 4 members of the militant group Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, External Operations, PFLP-EO, boarded the flight in Spain under false identities. Their goal was to carry out a hostage situation to secure the release of imprisoned members of the German terrorist group, the Red Army Faction, RAF, also known as the Baader-Meinhof Group. The hijacking began shortly after takeoff when the 4 hijackers, armed with pistols and explosives, seized control of the plane. They immediately announced their demands, which included the release of RAF members held in German prisons, the safe passage of the hijackers, and the provision of millions of dollars in ransom. The hijackers, led by a man named Captain Mohammed Ali Hamadeh, were experienced terrorists, and their plan was both well-organized and ruthless. The passengers and crew were quickly held at gunpoint, and the hijackers took control of the cockpit. The plane's pilots, Captain Jürgen Schumann and First Officer Heinrich Baer, were forced to fly the plane to their destination of choice, which was eventually determined to be the Middle East. The hijackers' initial instructions were to take the plane to an airport in Libya. However, upon learning that they could not land there, the hijackers changed their course and directed the aircraft towards Dubai. They wanted to refuel and continue their journey to Somalia, where they believed they could negotiate with the authorities. As the journey progressed, the hijackers subjected the passengers to constant threats and violence. They demanded the release of the RAF prisoners and threatened to kill hostages if their demands were not met. They communicated their demands to the West German government, as well as to the international media, ensuring that the entire world was watching the crisis unfold. The German authorities, under Chancellor Helmut Schmidt, were faced with a difficult decision. They knew that the lives of the hostages were in immediate danger, but they also feared that giving in to the hijackers' demands would encourage further terrorism. They decided not to negotiate with the hijackers, but they understood the importance of keeping the passengers alive while devising a plan to resolve the crisis. The hijackers' demands and threats, however, escalated the situation, and the hostages' lives hung in the balance. The hijacked planes circled above the Mediterranean Sea as the German government coordinated efforts with other